Hey there, it is Dusty. Thunder. You remember me? I got a story for you. This is from AITAH and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Being Uncomfortable with My Husband's New Friend? Okay, context. A few months ago, my husband, Jay, became friends with this girl, S. He hangs out with her a decent amount of time, once a week to every other week-ish, which is decent given our work schedules. I've never met her, nor have I been invited to. Okay. I'll go ahead and red flag that. If you have a friend that is a member of the opposite sex, I feel like there's an obligation to introduce them to your spouse, your partner, or at least over communicate to your partner to put them at ease, right? It's been mentioned that she wants to meet me, however, plans are never made and I'm not invited when he goes. He says he's also hanging out with her boyfriend, but again, I've never met these people. Okay. A few things that really rubbed me the wrong way. He's been doing a lot for her and gave her our space heater, which I have no problem with him being helpful or kind, but it seems that he tries to solve it whenever she has an issue. I asked about donating the Nintendo Switch that we have literally never used and has sat in the drawer for years to a child in need, and he said no because he told S that she could maybe borrow it sometime, and he can't go back on his word that she could maybe borrow it sometime. However, he promised an incredibly close friend of mine that she could for sure have our old Xbox as a Christmas gift, and he's fine going back on that for me to donate that instead. Also, every single time we've gotten in a fight since he met her, he's stormed out of the house and run over to her place. Ew, that's no bueno. He does not return for hours and does not contact me at all while he's gone. I only know where he is because we have iPhones and I have his location. After making a huge deal about spending Christmas with me, he spent less than 2 hours with me and went to a party with her that I wasn't invited to and was gone all afternoon and night. Bro, what are you doing? I'm scrolling back up just to remind me, it is husband. It is husband. I was like, are they just dating casually? Nope, they are married. I spoke to him about all of these points and said that I was uncomfortable and he swore nothing was going on, but apparently turned right around and told her what we talked about. Because she's my friend, of course I told her. And A, this makes him more sus, like you got your story straight. And B, now it's going to be weird with me and her if we do meet. Not that I even want a relationship with a female who runs to my husband every time she has a problem. He has other female friends whom I adore and does none of this shit with them, so it's not just me hating other women or some dumb shit. Am I crazy for being uncomfortable? Especially considering he doesn't tell me what they talk about, but immediately turned around and told her about a private conversation that he and I had.
Red flags.
Last thing I found out today, she's single. Apparently she dumped her boyfriend last night. Guess who she came to first?
Red flags.
Oh yeah, I got this. Sound effects.
40 of them. He's hanging from his coats.
Top comment here. The moment my husband ditches me on Christmas to go hang out with a friend and prioritizes her above all things is the moment the marriage ends. It's at least an emotional affair. He's neither taking accountability nor trying to see your side of things or take your concerns serious. There's literally nothing you can do. He already made his choice. Now it's on you to make a choice. Is this the kind of marriage or relationship you want to have? What do you expect of him? What are the consequences you are willing to go through with? You are being replaced, probably have been already. You can end it on your terms or his, your choice. Let's dive into this, chat. Let me know what you think real quick. She's not single, she has a boyfriend. Your husband, Rez says. That makes sense. She's not the ASCON, but her husband is ASCON 1. Brittany says. So, I mean, let's examine all possibilities here real quick. The obvious one is, yeah, it at least started as an emotional affair and now is about to transfer into like an official affair or an end of a marriage, and he's just running off there. I don't see, even if it was a dude friend, even if his friend was a friend of the same gender, I don't see how his behavior would make sense. I don't see how his behavior would not be sus, even if it was a guy friend. Now, never making the effort to actually let these two people meet, his wife and his friend that's a girl, we'll call her girlfriend because it's easier. Never making an effort to actually make that happen is a huge, huge red flag. And it's probably because he knows she'd feel the vibe. She'd see something between them, right? She has the hunch. The behavior definitely supports her theory here. Let's go the opposite direction, though. Is there a way that this could be completely innocent?
No.
Just no. Just no. Just no. I agree. There's nothing that makes it innocent, and his behavior, I think, is what seals the deal on that. There's no way that this isn't some sort of an affair because of his sus behavior. That's not even brozo kind of stuff. It's like, oh, I just forgot. No, because every time something happens, he runs over there. Also, he wants to be the man of the house for this friend and fix every problem that she has. I'm guessing her relationship ended because boyfriend ended up having a problem with your hubby's involvement with his girlfriend. So yeah, now it's on you to make a decision about what you are and are not willing to accept. And maybe that's the conversation. Maybe that's the conversation right now to talk to him and say, look, the way I see things moving here is that we are 2 seconds away from getting a divorce. So if there isn't something going on between you and her, and there's some kind of rational explanation for all of your sus behavior, now's the time. And see what happens. See if he tries to backpedal. See if there's a logical explanation to it. There won't be. But I would at least put the spotlight on him and let him answer the questions. And then at that point, create your boundaries and be like, look, even if there is a logical explanation for this, I am no longer willing to accept this kind of behavior. And if it continues, I will be gone. You have 30 days to turn this ship around, sir. If this behavior continues at all, I will be gone. Or from this moment forward, this will never happen again, or I'm gone. That boundary has to be firm and something that there is an immediate and clearly defined consequence if he breaks it. Now, that's if you stay. If in this conversation, all of your worries are validated here, I think the choice is pretty clear. The part of this that bothers me the most is that he's a coward. The cowardly route of trying to explain it away and sneak over there, but then come back and gaslight you into pretending that you're the problem and you're being overreactive and there's nothing there and it's completely innocent, blah, blah, blah. It's such a cowardly fucking move. I have zero respect for it. None. Tater thoughts. Come on up. I can't imagine ever doing this to you. I can't imagine ever having a friend that was a female that I didn't immediately introduce you to. And if I did have a friend that was a female, chances are like she'd be your friend first or your friend as well. I just can't imagine putting you in this lopsided position here.
No, because you respect the hell out of me, so you would never put me in this position. But I've been in relationships where I've been played against another woman back and forth, which just feels like what is happening here. He's playing them both. And that's happened to me enough to know that I will never allow that to happen to me again. I know my worth, and this ain't it. Like, I would not sit idly by and come to Reddit and make this post asking what I should do. I would be gone because I'm not going to allow the person who took vows and is supposed to be my partner in life to run to another woman and then give him an ultimatum.
Yeah.
You made your choice. Go live with it. Because this ain't it. Like you've already shown me multiple times who you're choosing. Christmas Day would have been the final straw for me, and I would have been out.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
that's a BFD.
It is a BFD. And to leave on a holiday and go with another woman and her boyfriend or whatever. She may not have even had a boyfriend, honestly.
That's valid.
But he's actively choosing someone over you, and I wouldn't stick around, and I wouldn't wait to give him an ultimatum. I would just be gone. Like, you're done. You go lie in the other bed that you created. I'm done.
Okay, so you wouldn't even have a conversation to be like, okay.
She already had conversations.
That's true.
She already told him.
Whenever she tells him, like, I'm out, you made your choice, I guess that's also his last opportunity.
Right.
To try to explain things here.
Right.
And like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
yeah.
Maybe she's his long-lost sister, and they look so much alike that it would be obvious once
You're such a nice
they
guy.
met
You're trying to,
I'm
like,
trying to come up
figure-
with any
There
other
is none.
possibility.
There is absolutely none. Even if they're related, even if he's trying to cultivate this relationship, if you can't be open and honest with me, but done. Like, I'm done. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to make a choice and do all of this stuff. I'm moving on because I don't want. I've been in this position. I've been, Meredith Grey and Addison. I don't want to be that. I don't,
me.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Choose me.
The fact that you know that makes me so happy. But I don't want to be that girl. Like, I married you because I loved you, and you are showing me right now that you don't love me. So I'm not going to sit idly by and just watch you try to make a decision on who you want to be with. Get out.
I get it. And
I'm not an option, period. Lisa, I love that.
Yeah, and you know
You
what?
know your worth. I love it.
Like, the decision should have been made right there. He married OP.
Yep.
That was the decision, and that was the commitment. And as soon as he started abandoning that commitment, that's when he made his choice.
Right.
And it is as simple as that. I'm just trying to think, like, is there any crazy Twilight Zone way that there's another explanation? And Brozo, it just ain't happening. There's nothing.
Right.
There's nothing there. So we're going to go ahead and give that to you. You got the Brozo. OP is officially NTA. We got the first one right, y'all. Hey,
Yay.
I think we're all in agreement here that her hubby and girly friend here go straight to ASCOM 1.
I do want to just read this comment that it says, if you don't want to choose me, I'll choose me. And I love that so much. That's perfect. It sums it up.
Also, I'm going to start using that like every opportunity.
Me?
It's like when we're talking about what we want to eat for dinner, and I'll throw my choice out there. And you're like, and I'm like, if you don't want to choose me, I'll choose me.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
But I love you.
I'm a real tough talker, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, I just want peace. I don't want more trouble. You know what I mean?